Connecticut is one of the richest states in the Union because it's always been rich in people who could invent things, new things that people could use, like the typewriter, like the corkscrew, like the helicopter. This version was perfected by the same ingenious mind that dreamed up the round-backed guitar. Charlie Kaman epitomizes the Connecticut inventor.
In 1996, Charles H. Kaman, aviation pioneer, received the National Medal of Technology.
These men and women have devoted themselves to being the best at what they do. Their vision, their genius, their constant commitment to do their work better have made America a better place and the world a better place.
Receiving the nation's highest honor for technology in 1996 was yet another milestone for Charles Kaman. For more than 50 years, he has offered significant public service of enduring value in aviation to the United States. Born in 1919 and raised in Washington, D.C., Kaman attended Catholic University and graduated magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Aeronautical Engineering degree. Working in the shadow of Igor Sikorsky, Kaman had ideas of his own.
And I was an aerodynamicist by trade. I'm an aeronautical engineer. And I have a better idea. Come see it. And so at the time, the then head of Hamilton came to see it. And I whirled this thing on a stand and proved to him that it would work. And after looking at it, he said, well, there isn't any question it works, but we have our inventor. His name is Igor Sikorsky, and we don't need another one. I said, bye-bye. Kaman Corporation started in 1945 with $2,000. And that's the great American story, that we could do that and survive and grow.
2 years later, his first helicopter introduced two innovations destined to change the course of rotary flight. The industry's first servo flap design greatly improved stability, making the helicopter much easier for pilots to fly. And his revolutionary intermeshing rotor system provided maximum lift. In 1951, the Kaman K-225 became the world's first helicopter powered by a gas turbine engine. The historic K-225 is now part of the Smithsonian's permanent collection. Other early Kaman firsts include the first twin-turbine-powered helicopter, the world's first remotely piloted helicopter, and the first all-composite production rotor blade. Kaman's H-43B Husky helicopter also set many records, the only military helicopter to go through its service life with no loss of life or accidents attributed to its design. The Kaman SH-2 Sea Sprite line has more than 1 million hours in service with the U.S. Navy. Its newest version, the SH-2G Super Sea Sprite multi-mission helicopter, will be entering international service with Egypt and has been selected by New Zealand and Australia. And the SH-2G is competing for procurements in many other countries worldwide. In 1992, Kaman introduced a new helicopter into the industry. K-Max is the world's first helicopter designed for repetitive heavy lift. The K-Max aerial truck is setting new standards for external load lifting and is opening up potential markets all over the world. Today, Kaman Corporation, with operations all over North America and around the world, is a highly diversified technology company. In the aviation and aerospace business, Kaman is a part of nearly everything that flies. From the space shuttle to large commercial aircraft to military platforms, you will find Kaman's indelible stamp. In addition to his lasting contribution to aviation, he's also given back to society.
Charles Kaman is an aviation pioneer and CEO of a highly diversified Fortune 500 company. He and his wife, Roby, founded Fidelco over 30 years ago and have made a lifelong commitment to serving the blind. The Kamans have created a unique breed of German Shepherd, bred specifically for guide dog work.
When I first found out that my sight was not going to return to normal, I had immediate fears for not only myself, but my children, what all of our futures would be like. I didn't want them to be robbed of a future and their dreams, their goals, and their visions. And after receiving Molly from Fidelco, and when Fidelco has come into our lives, I look at them as part of our family.
Imagine what it must be like not to be able to see anymore. One day you're living a normal life, doing all those things normal people do, driving to work, catching the latest movie, watching your child compete in a swim meet, and then darkness. And what you've taken for granted all your life, you no longer have and will never regain.
The doors that have been opened with Molly in our lives and the options that I have had for myself with schooling, and the children have looked at that I know it's impacted their dreams. But even when they talk about their own school, they'll talk about my attendance at school, my grades, and Mom, you can't see and you have Molly. You do so well, how can we do that? But I don't want them or their dreams to be impacted in a negative way, and I see that they've been impacted in a positive way, where they don't just have dreams and goals, but they have the opportunity to form visions.
Not surprisingly, the world has honored Charles Kaman. 3 universities have bestowed upon him honorary degrees. The Royal Aeronautical Society has awarded him its highest honor. In 1986, he received the Navy League's highest award. In 1994, he was honored with Aviation Week's Laurels Award. In 1995, he was awarded the highest honor the U.S. Department of Defense can give a civilian. And in 1996, Charles Kaman was inducted into the Naval Aviation Museum's Hall of Honor. Also, 1996 saw Charles Kaman at the White House. For the 78-year-old inventor, entrepreneur, and business leader, such an award might be seen to cap a career. But for Charles Kaman, it marks yet another milestone on a continuing journey of an aviation pioneer. Charles H. Kaman, pioneer, inventor, entrepreneur, humanitarian, true public servant.